Welcome back to another episode of Sports, and More Sports. We have myself, Dez, of course, and we have our second guest, Eric. Eric, hit him with the hellos.
What's going on, everybody? This sports group chat is easily the best thing in my life right now. And as much shit as I talk about Damon, wouldn't have met you guys if I wasn't friends with him. So happy to be here. Happy to follow him up. I know I talk shit about him a lot, but it's only because he can dish it and he can never take it. So I hope Auburn loses. I would love to see that happen. If he's listening right now or listening later, just know I don't know. Always meet at Damon, but happy to be here. Thanks, guys.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah, that Auburn-Michigan game, just to kick it off right away, the Sweet 16. I mean, that we had all of our eggs into one basket with Michigan winning that game. All of our brackets just blew up with that game. I mean, nearly perfect for the Elite Eight, except for, I believe...
No, I think we did... Wait.
Oh, no, we got Michigan. We missed Michigan as the only one.
Yeah.
And after that, it was perfect. So
yeah.
Auburn really just screwed us.
That just was not right, dude. You couldn't fucking buy an upset this weekend, this whole tournament, dude. Michigan was up 9, and then Auburn just caught fire. Like, I don't know. That was very on Dusty May, of Dusty May. Like, he usually doesn't let things spiral out of control, but he just did. Michigan could have won that game, but chalk prevailed per usual this tournament.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I thought the pace of the game was really more suited towards Michigan. Like, it was very frantic in the first half. We were talking about how awful some of those passes were. And Auburn's a team, if I'm not mistaken, that Bruce Pearl literally calls out a play every time they have an offensive possession. So they're more suited to kind of, a half-court offense. It's very slow. And they play right into it. Michigan was running the game. I don't know what happened. I kind of stopped watching, to be honest, because Damon was being so annoying. But that was definitely frustrating.
Yeah, because, I mean, after that, our brackets just got destroyed. Michigan State lost, Texas Tech lost, which they shouldn't have lost either. You got to hit your free throws. You've got to make your free throws with Texas.
You have to hit your free throws. They missed the front end of one and one. Leads to a UF3. They do it again. Miss the front end of another 1-1. Leads to another UF3. And then we see Walter Clayton commit the cardinal sin of all cardinal sins in basketball. You never dribble towards the other hoop under any circumstance. He just dribbles that direction, pulls up, fade away, step back, brings it with a minute left. I mean, I can't believe he even attempted that shot, let alone made it. That was nuts. I do have to give him credit there.
Yeah, I can't believe everyone's calling this guy a sharpshooter, dude. The threes he makes are the luckiest threes I've ever seen in my entire life. Against UConn, I mean, he's just shooting it up there. The Texas Tech one where he dribbled, I think the one you were just talking about, he dribbled towards the hoop, stopped, dribbled right back to a three, and just turned around and shot it. That's the luckiest three. That's when I turned that off, because I was so mad. I was so mad about Texas Tech losing that game. I was furious, and the whole shot just I'm a big enemy now of Walter Clayton Jr. Do not like the guy.
Did you follow this perfect bracket in our group, or did you create a different one?
What do you mean?
In the group I invited you to, you and Andrew created the perfect bracket. Is that what you used to fill out your bracket?
No, I didn't enter that one. I entered my own personal one. I mean, I should have. I was kicking myself for a while because it was looking really good, but then we only got one Final 14 right, so not that good. But yeah.
Yeah. Because you've still got a shot in that group, but
Yeah, I think actually I don't know if I do anymore. I think the Auburn winning screwed me, because there's there's 4 people ahead of me that have Duke winning it all, so I'm kind of screwed. I did try and sneak in our perfect bracket though into that group and see if he would notice, but it was locked. But I tried.
Yeah, because I'm at a point where I feel like this. On one hand, the tournament's been very upsetting. There's been hardly any upsets. We're number one seeds in the Final Four since the first time since 2008.
Yeah.
I think there's been one game that's gone into overtime, maybe two, but my bracket's cooked. My picks in our March Madness hub are cooked. So I'm kind of happy to see, the best talent facing off against each other in the Final Four. That's where I'm at.
Yeah,
But
this isn't
definitely.
even like the best talent. Apparently, like everyone was saying, like Ken Pop started in like 1996, and all four of these teams are in the top 10 of like Ken Pop ever. Like that's insane to think about what we're about to witness here in these next Saturday and Monday. These next 3 games are going to be absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's a great spin zone, Eric. I do like that. Now you can just sit back. You can put the basketball fan hat on. You just sit back, relax, watch some great teams duke it out. No pun intended for the national championship.
Who do you guys have in your national championship?
I got Duke, Florida.
Duke, Florida.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
man.
I hesitate because, and I did some research because I was excited for this, boys. Houston hasn't lost since Thanksgiving, but they're a team that really wins off defense. I mean, they held Tennessee to 50 points, but Duke is a team that has, stars. They've got Cooper Flagg, that guy with the nibbles, whatever his name is. I couldn't name a single player on Houston, but they make people play, to their game somehow. And that's going to be an interesting game. I just, for obvious reasons, don't want to see Auburn in the championship.
Yeah, I also have Florida Duke, but if Florida turns the ball over in the first half like they have been all tournament, and Auburn can if Auburn can get like a 6-10 lead going into halftime, I think Auburn can hold it from there. Houston, I've been saying all week that Duke might just blow them out, but watching that Tennessee game, I was a little wrong on the whole. Maybe they're not going to get blown out part, but it's going to be exciting. There's also a kid on Houston, I think, Des, I'm gonna botch it. Kreider. He could be the
LJ Cryer.
Yep, he could. I also did some research. He could be the first player to win 2 national championships on 2 different teams. I didn't realize he was on that 2021 Baylor team.
Yeah, I mentioned that when we were talking about it the other time. Yeah, I didn't realize no one's ever done that before. That's pretty great.
So
that's crazy.
That's insane.
Why? It's hardly even a transfer going from Baylor to Houston after winning a national championship. I don't really get that.
All the way in 2020, but the craziest thing is all the way in 2021. Like that was 4 years ago.
Dude, that was a while ago. Yeah, he was a freshman on that team.
So
yeah, he's trying to compete with what's the guy from Kansas who's like
Harry Ellis. Oh, Hunter Dickinson.
Oh,
yeah, he's trying to compete with Hunter Dickinson.
That guy.
Yeah, my picks. Picking between Auburn and Florida is like asking me like, who do you like more, Hitler or Saddam Hussein? Bro? Like this is just like I fucking hate this. But when I actually made when I made the bracket like on Selection Sunday, I originally had all the 1 seeds, but like I wanted to throw up. Like I can't do this, but I did originally have it, and within that I did have Duke and Auburn. I mean, Auburn had their little skid at the end of the season, but these 2 teams for a while were clearly the best 2. They had the best odds to win the national title for a vast majority of the season. They were in their own tier. So I think I'm going to go Auburn over Florida and Duke over Houston, with Duke cutting down the nets.
Yeah, I got Duke cutting down the nets as well.
Yeah.
But, and it's a weird year. I mean, there were more SEC teams, in the tournament. I don't know if ever before, but the SEC really dominated the whole season, and the ACC was basically a joke besides Duke.
It was basically a one bid league. I mean, it was Duke, and then like you said, the SEC set the record for most bids, 14, and then 7 of those 14 made the Sweet 16, and now what was it? 4 of that made the Elite Eight, and 2 of them are in the final. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, and I'm a Big Ten guy. I went to Iowa. I had Wisconsin in the Final Four, so pretty much on day 1 or maybe it was day 2 when McNeese State upset them, I was just fucking pretty much done. I feel
Are
like
you talking about Clemson or Wisconsin? Because McNeese beat Clemson, and then BYU beat Wisconsin.
Maybe I forgot. I just blocked it out of my memory.
I think I remember. I
Yeah.
remember you said about the BYU Wisconsin game. Yeah, that was stupid. If
Yeah.
you told me John Tonje is going to score 37 points, I would have bet $1 million on Wisconsin. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, Big Ten basketball is just, it's different than, how they play in the SEC. Like Michigan State,
Yeah.
they're a team that starts slowly. They battle their way back. And same could be said with football. But yeah, I'm over my bracket. I'm still upset about being almost in last place in our group chat pick. And I can't ask Damon how the weather is because he's obviously going to beat me. But I'll do better next year.
Yeah.
I'll ask him how the weather is for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, I picked more upsets this year than I ever have before, and it definitely.
Of course,
That'd
it's
be
the cockiest year ever. Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
like the upsets. I also went, what was it, 0 for 4 on the Elite Eight games. I really tried to make it as chalky as possible. I really tried. It would have been really cool to see. I know I'm not the biggest SEC fan, but it would have been pretty cool to see all 4 SEC teams been in it. I mean, Alabama 10, Florida, and Auburn. I would have been pretty cool to see that.
That would have been pretty cool. It would have been pretty fitting too, given the year they had. Yeah, that would have been cool.
Yeah, Alabama's just such a, I feel like, streaky team. They rely on the 3 so much. They had that record-breaking game. I knew that next game was going to be like, not saying I predicted it, but basically the complete opposite.
I thought that too. I think I predicted that. I'm like, Alabama's they're not going to have a good 3-point game. And that's the only chance of beating Duke. So
What was it, 22 threes in a game? And Mark Sears had 10 of them?
25.
Dude, that game was a blowout, but I couldn't take my eyes off it. I could not take my eyes. I truly enjoyed watching that game.
Dude, I turned it off, but I still watch the score. And just every 10 seconds, up by another, add 3 to the score, add 3 to the score.
And
It was
not-
just stupid.
And it's not like BYU. Like, BYU put up 80 points. Like, that's great in a college basketball game.
Yeah,
and they lost
BYU put up 88 points and lost by 25.
That's insane. that was truly insane. So,
It is ridiculous.
Nuts, dude.
And then Mark Sears had 1 in the freaking against Duke.
Yeah, he went from 10
To, like,
threes to
1.
Yeah.
He was the coldest person I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah,
That
I was listening to part of my take today, and they're like, "Yeah, Mark Sears looked very small, very very small."
Yeah. Rico Bosco has to get on his 57-hour bus ride today
Oh yeah, is that from Chicago to San Antonio?
from Chicago to San Antonio.
I saw he like missed his bus or something. I swear I saw it on TikTok.
I'm
And
not.
he was all upset.
He attacked Phil for Phil said something. Why aren't you on the bus yet? And he ran after Phil and made him flinch.
He's the ultimate crash out.
Yeah.
I also recently learned he played safety in college at Alcorn State or something. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
making
Really?
it wrong.
Or Marshall? I saw him wearing a Marshall sweater the other day.
He played for some D3 school. I don't know, but that guy's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What a character he is, though. Seriously. But man,
He's not getting out of that. He might have missed the bus, but he's not getting out of the challenge.
no, he's already on the bus.
Oh,
is he?
And he posted a video already. Apparently, his the person that he sits next to on the bus is sleeping, and his leg is already over his seat. It's truly already a mess.
why did he? What was the premise? Was he so confident that Alabama would make the Final Four that he's like, "I'll take a bus"?
No, it was the bet with Big Cat and Dave that if Alabama made it to the Final Four, he would be able to get to stay at the same hotel as they do, and they would, I think, obviously fly with them, and then they would have to go to, I guess, a pump party, I guess, is down there. I'm not sure what the pump party is, but they would have to
Pump party.
I don't know. It's called a pump party.
Eric, do you know what that is?
No, that sounds suspect. I don't know what that is.
But and then if Alabama would have won, Dave and Big Cat would have to go with Rico and stay as long as Rico wants. So it's obviously not
On the bus?
No, to the pump party.
Oh, to the pump party.
So whatever it is,
Let's
and then
clarify what the pump party is. That's a big.
So that was like the whole like. And if Alabama went to the 4, I think Max and Hank would have to do the 57-hour bus.
With Rico.
No, without Rico. Like if Alabama.
Oh,
won,
they would. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. 7, dude, like 2 hours on a Greyhound is like inhumane, bro. Like 57.
Dude, that's
I remember
nuts.
some of those. Yeah. Before I had a car in college, the 4-hour bus rides back to Chicago, where I grew up from Iowa, were fucking terrible.
Oh yeah.
Des, when did you graduate? Because if your email was supposed to expire in 2023, I didn't feel like you graduated recently, which kind of pisses me off.
So I was actually supposed to graduate in 2021. So this should have been expired a while ago. I ended up graduating in 2022. So yeah, I'm 25. I turned 26 this month. So did we overlap at all at FSU? Probably not, right?
No, so I didn't go to Florida. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, why you
I didn't
FSU?
go. So my dad went to Florida State. He started taking me to games when I was like 2 years old.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That makes sense then.
I
Yeah.
got the Kelvin Benjamin game.
Yeah. There we
Oh,
go.
that's sick.
I was at that game. I'm pretty certain it's going to be the only national championship I ever see in person, and I'm okay with that. That was incredible. But no, I went to Iowa. I applied to FSU and I got in. It was just like, it was too big of a change at that time. I don't know. In hindsight, I kind of wish I had gone, but no, I graduated in 2016. I'm 33, so
Oh shit!
you guys are much younger than me. I mean, I'm fuck off.
Yeah. What?
Andrew, what about you? Because Des said you were kind of a Florida State grad, or
Well, so I
Florida State participant.
Florida State participant. I got there, and I let the party life just get the absolute best of me there. I mean, that absolutely just. When you have that much freedom over there, and they have a reason to drink every day, like mandatory makeout Mondays at Clyde's, free cover at recess on Tuesdays, white trash Wednesday, and then you get your weekends. It was
Literally every day of the week you could do something.
it absolutely got the best of me to where like I lost my financial aid after the first semester, so it was just a downhill battle after that. And then
damn. But that's where you guys met, though, right?
yeah,
At Florida State.
yep,
Yeah.
That's cool.
yeah.
Okay.
Full-
Yeah,
full
I always
support.
wondered because when Damon added me to the chat, he was like, most of these guys are like Florida State guys, and I feel like it's kind of grown since I've joined. There's been a lot of other ads, like my friend Kyle.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I always go to at least like 1 or 2 Florida State games a year. Obviously, last year we don't really need to talk about that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible.
Terrible.
So our producer here just looked up the Pump Party. I guess it's from Dana and David Pump. I guess they're known as the Pump Brothers. So they're, I guess, prominent figures in college basketball, involved in various aspects of it, and they have a Final Four party every year. So that would be considered the Pump Party.
And it's supposed to be.
Okay.
This sounds fun.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe or it's Dave and Big Cat. It doesn't look.
Yeah.
Dave's not really involved in much, anyways. Besides his, 4 houses and just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So-
And Big Cat's vlog.
Yeah, I mean, you ever watch when they do like the case races and stuff like that, and Big Cat's like always out for the count right away?
Yeah, dude. Dude, it's 3 little kids.
I know they're old, but man, I can't believe it went by too quick. March Madness did though, way too quick. Feels.
We didn't even get. I did not get my adrenaline, dopamine, serotonin quota. Like, it did not hit this year, and I depend on that heavily.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
we'll-
there's really nothing I can look back on as like a specific moment that was, that'll stick in your memory. That was great.
yeah,
I'm
The
I have other plans, but I was close to buying tickets to the women's Final Four that's going to be here in Tampa
for real
this weekend. It's like, yeah. If Iowa was in it like they were last year, I would have 100%. But if it's not a team I support, I'm not going to spend U.S. currency on women's basketball.
Yeah.
right.
No.
I mean that if it is UConn versus South Carolina on the women's side, that's gonna be nuts. That's gonna be a good game.
I'm watching that. I'm watching that for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I feel
Yeah,
like
no, I'll watch.
Paige
Yeah.
Beckers finally gets hers.
Yeah,
So that's gonna.
She
be
deserves it.
absolutely.
It's sad to see Haley Van Lith and TCU get eliminated. I don't know if that was last night or the night before.
Yeah, they lost last night, I think.
to Texas,
Yeah,
right?
to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we know ball. We know women's ball.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then UCLA beat LSU. See, we know ball.
Yeah, we know ball.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I would like to see South Carolina lose. I'm tired
Me
of
too.
the
Yeah.
being, I don't know. Women's college basketball is weird. For the longest time, what was it, UConn and I forget that coach. They won like every year.
It's
Tennessee.
UConn, but definitely UConn.
Yeah.
UConn was always.
UConn's
up there.
made 16 of the last 17 Final Fours.
That's
Like, imagine
insane.
if like Duke did it would just be stupid.
How does the coach not get like bored? Like, you know what I mean? Like winning every year. Like when I'm winning in video games every year, I'm like, this is boring now.
I don't know.
Like, how does he?
Well, I
not-
think that when they do lose, it like really pisses them off and really motivates them.
That's
So,
but
yeah.
16 out of 17 Final Fours. Like you're not losing much. You're losing once. Like in
Yeah,
tournaments.
I mean, but their standard, the bar is so high. Like that's just the bar. So
That's-
it's national title or bust every year for them.
that's insane.
Yeah. That is.
The
Yeah.
the one shining moment commercial is going to be the freaking McNeese manager, and then Omaha.
Amir,
Yep, and then Omaha beating trash cans. That's all it's going to be.
that's gonna be it, dude. I'm praying to God we get like a Chris Jenkins buzzer beater in the title game, so we salvage like something. But like,
Yeah.
If
another
one
8
of
to 10
these
points
last-
win. What's up?
Yeah, if one of these Final Four games doesn't go to overtime or have a buzzer beater, then this is just the fucking worst of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
We need something. We need like a.
Yeah.
We need like a May, crazy 3-pointer for the Final Four, and then him going to class like the next day.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So.
was that Drake May from UNC?
Yeah.
No, his brother, I think, Luke May.
Luke
Yeah,
May.
from UNC.
His brother or cousin
Yeah.
or something.
What was it? That was against Kentucky.
Yeah, you sent me that tweet today
I
or
did.
yesterday.
I did.
Yeah.
And then he went to class.
Andrew, I've got my surf side here. The next time one of us goes to the patio, we need to coordinate and actually meet up in person.
Yeah, I know.
It's been too long.
The Surfside's got the best of me last Friday for sure. So I'm definitely recovering, and I'm down to go back.
That's good. Des, where are you at?
I live in Massachusetts.
So then, how did you meet Dame? Were you ever in Tampa?
I've never met Damon.
What?
Yeah, I've never met him.
The amount of shit you guys talked to each other had me thinking you must have been friends while.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. It's fucking 2025. I guess it's just the way the world we live in. But yeah, no, I met Damon or whatever through Andrew.
Okay,
Yeah,
I gotcha. All
Yeah.
right, so kind of through the group chat, like I met you.
Yeah.
through the group chat. Exactly, dude. Yeah.
Or just
All right.
boys being
It's kind
boys.
of like Xbox Live friends coming together.
Yeah, yeah.
Although Andrew's a PlayStation guy, I'm pretty sure I saw from a picture you've taken.
Oh yeah, it's like my PS5. Yeah, my PS5.
Okay, I got you.
But
Yeah, I'm an Nintendo Wii guy, so.
ugh.
But,
pretty much other than that, baseball's officially started. We're in the fantasy baseball league. That was 100% kicked off. I'm 1-0.
Frank the Tank 0-1. Had one of his players scored negative 21 points.
What was that?
Not a good start for the.
that had to have been a pitcher.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, it was
Cortez.
Nestor Cortez. He gave up 3 home runs.
Oh my god, that guy's such a bum.
Dude, he's.
What was the buy-in fee? Like 200? I was tempted when he sent it out.
That's the one league I'm in. This league I think we just did 25 or 50, right, Des?
We did 50, yeah.
50.
Andrew's in a 200 one, and then I put together a last minute one. It was just $50 buy-in.
Wait, so what do you guys think about these torpedo
I gotcha.
bats that now are going to take over baseball here within the next week?
Can you give me the rundown on them? I don't know a ton about them.
I guess from what I read,
Go ahead, Andrew.
is they just kind of moved majority of where it's hard to explain the wood to the middle of the bat. I guess it's hard to explain, but it's more where you swing it from. That's where they put a lot of the wood instead of it being placed all over the bat. I guess, but they're just.
Huh. Do you guys remember the George Burnett freaking out home run thing? It was in the 80s, but basically I don't know what the rule is, but he put cork in his. You couldn't put cork in your bat or something, or that bat was corked. It was steroids and cork bats. That was the cheating. So I don't know. I thought this was illegal. I'm surprised they're just figuring out this now. If it was legal this whole time, I don't know why they couldn't do it before. But I don't know. I'm all for it. I love dingers, dude. I love dingers. So fuck it, yeah.
Apparently, the Yankees did a study on Anthony Volpe's swing and found that the majority of the contact that he was making was in the area where they moved more of this wood to. They hired some scientists who developed this bat, and yeah, obviously the Yankees scored 20 runs in a game, and it blew up on social media because people are saying oh, the Yankees can get away with this, but in reality, only 2 of the players in their lineup are using these bats.
Yeah.
But now all the other teams have started ordering them. I know I've seen a couple Rays players have them, but I don't know. It's baseball. I feel is the game that has the most numbers because there's so many games. We're only 8 games in this season. It's either going to get banned or it's going to be something that every team adopts. But it's interesting and it's confusing why this is just how is this just now being discovered? Oh, we can move more wood
that's
to a different part of the bat.
I agree. That's very crazy how it's just now being discovered, and everyone's just bet the over now because that was the Nelson Cortez where he had minus 21 points where the Yankees were just I don't even know how many home runs were in that game. Aaron Judge had 3 by himself.
There were 9 in the first 3 pitches of the game were all homers, which has never happened before.
Crazy.
Which is pretty crazy. Yeah.
I mean,
and I've never liked Nestor Cortez. All the shit he does with pausing and his windup.
Dude, he tossed a meatball to Freddie Freeman in the World Series last year. Dude, that thing went 500 feet long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's exciting to have baseball back. Obviously, we have to fill a void with something when the tournament ends. I'm excited having the Rays in Tampa at this stadium. Honestly, as far as minor league stadiums go, Steinbrenner Field it's nicer than some major league ballparks. Obviously, it's smaller. I was driving back on the bridge just before we started the pod. It took me 50 minutes to get home. There was traffic coming into the game tonight, so.
That's awesome.
I think it's going to go well. I don't know where they're going to land. As far as the new stadium goes.
So that's where they're playing this year, Steinbrenner Field?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right next to Raymond James.
But they're going to play next year at Tropicana?
No, I have no idea where we're playing next year.
We don't know.
Okay.
We were supposed to have a new stadium built, and that all got you know, whatever. We were supposed to play at Trop until for these next couple of years, but obviously the hurricane, and it's just a mess right now.
Yeah.
It's just a mess.
I've never had a positive experience at Tropicana. It doesn't feel like baseball. It feels like you're at like a circus.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I like Trop. I like the Trop. I always have a good time there.
I don't know. Maybe I'm biased growing up living in Chicago and going to Wrigley Field.
Yeah, okay, all right. That explains it. Yeah, I mean, come on now.
It's very
All right.
different. Yeah.
So we got about 5 minutes left here. You guys want to talk about the NFL owners meeting and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So,
So the pitcher, Andrew, you got 31 out of 32 coaches, right?
yeah, I missed freaking the Tennessee guy.
Ryan Callahan.
Dude, because it doesn't,
Yeah.
that doesn't even, I feel like that doesn't even look like him.
I don't. Yeah, I could have I wouldn't on Sundays. I wouldn't known who it was, but like this, I have no idea.
And he wasn't even looking at the camera. He was just looking straight
Yeah,
at
I
it.
know. And then Dan Campbell was wearing a shirt like down to his knees.
I saw that.
And then what I thought was funny was Liam Cohen was standing right next to Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck that guy, dude. Fuck him.
Well, what about Pete Carroll was right next to the both Harbaughs. I know he has beef with he doesn't like the other one.
With John because of the 49ers.
Yeah.
Days, right?
John and
Yeah.
because they were also they were USC and Stanford.
Oh yeah, that's
Way
right.
back
I don't
in
know
the
why
day.
he was in between them. Like, why wouldn't the Harbaughs just be right next to each other?
I know, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
But you saw Super Bowl head coach winning Nick Sirianni sit right in the middle. That's how it's
Yeah, he
done.
looks like a little boy.
I did. But when you win a
Little
Super
boy the first day of school.
when you win a Super Bowl, you can wear whatever you want to the meeting. No one cares.
Yeah, that's true. And you see that they usually do it outside. They just put like
I
a
did.
green screen behind them. That was weird.
I did. But they
Yeah.
they approved that new kickoff. Well, and I guess not a new kickoff rule, but the new kickoff spot to where if it's a touchback, it goes to the 35. They're really pushing returns on us.
Yeah, I mean, well, like anti-returns, right? I mean, everyone's just gonna take a knee because you start at 35.
Well, they're hoping
Yeah.
they're hoping kickers would kick it short then in the return zone. Because remember, if they
Oh yeah.
if it lands in
I'm
that
still getting
zone.
used to all that.
So I mean,
I was saying it all year. Like, why are kickers just blasting it through the end zone when if you can land it in the landing zone or whatever they call it, you have a chance to get a guy down at like the 20 or 25. Like, starting a drive at the 30 is already like a big leg up. Like at the 35, like that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean,
and-
I'm all for like kick returns. Like I miss the days of like Devin Hester's, you know, and Dante Hall, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna work out. But we'll see.
I feel like that we'll really only see like the kick returns. I feel like in very close games, which will make it more like intense. Like if it's like 28-24 and you just scored the go-ahead touchdown with like 51 seconds left, I'm not giving you the ball at the 35. I'm going to try to make you return it and see if I can get you less than the 35. Because like you said, the 35 is so
yards.
close.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's I'm definitely so maybe that's what they're trying to make it. You know, just more intense at the situation, and we go from there.
Yeah.
But
Now that we're on the NFL, I know we've got 3 different favorite teams here. I personally have 2 favorite teams. Who are you guys predicting and hoping your teams are going to take the first round of the upcoming NFL draft?
Me and Andrew have been getting in a little spout about Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter's a bust.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
We'll get,
regardless-
into that. We'll get into that in a couple weeks here. He's a bust.
yeah, a couple. But no, I want Abdul Carter. I don't think he's gonna fall to 4, but that's what I want. It's possible. It's possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I hate Miami just as much as I hate Florida. Seeing Cam Ward being the overall number 1 favorite is weird to me, but
Yeah.
he can sling it.
He deserves it too, though.
No, he absolutely does. He absolutely does. As a Bears fan, watching Caleb Williams run around for his life the entire season with no help was terrible. We've already added 2 offensive linemen, but I think we maybe need to add 1 more. So, as much as I'd love to take Ashton Genty, I think they can get Caleb Johnson from Iowa at running back in the next round.
Well, you guys have DeAndre Swift.
And the Bucks.
Running back situation's fine.
He's cooked. He's cooked.
If they,
Trust me. Yeah, he's not. They need a new running back.
you guys, no, you can't. You shouldn't go Genty first round though. It's not that bad.
I know. I think they should draft an offensive tackle, and then in the second round, Caleb Johnson. Literally, like he's not as good as Genty, but he's solid.
Yeah.
And then the Bucks, they definitely need a corner,
Yeah, Bucks definitely.
if not two corners.
Yeah, they definitely need a secondary. But oh my God,
Are you gonna say bye?
I can't. It's over.
Yeah, but I'm still recording it.
Well, that's a wrap.